Despite the market taking a bearish turn, we have one of the largest platforms across all of crypto, NFTs, and everything possibly dropping a token hinting at it, and that is OpenSea. If you watch my recent videos, I made a video about the recent run of NFTs coming back. The NFT bull market is back, with NFTs that were selling for under $100 last bull market crossing a six-figure floor price on a 10,000 piece collection that is pudgy penguins. And even since that video, so many of these are up a lot. NFTs are definitely heating up with speculation of token news after the massive Pengu airdrop, which was by Pudgy Penguins, the largest NFT project, or one of the largest NFT projects in the space. So in this video, I want to show you how to possibly get prepared for this OpenSea token, the rumors around it, a look at the general overview of the market, if we're going to rebound or not, a look at NFTs, and so much more. Update on some recent videos I talked about. So with all that being said, let's dive in. So there's a couple of reasons people are thinking this. First and foremost, OpenSea started a foundation. If you're not familiar, Magic Eden also just did a foundation through their website where people were actually able to claim the airdrop and go there for the airdrop. That was the ME Foundation. Magic Eden is one of OpenSea's biggest competitors, really taking advantage of the bear market and becoming the largest marketplace and more over the bear market. So with that being said, they launched a token recently, so I feel like it's good to kind of compare what that did. Currently it's sitting at $3.24 per token. The average person, I don't know what the average got, but I know a lot of people that got over 500, over 1,000 tokens. So I mean, it was a $5,000 to $10,000 airdrop for like somewhat regular users. Now obviously this is going to depend a lot on the amount of action, on the tokenomics and a lot of other things that go around the token. But with that being said, the Magic Eden token is actually having a pretty good 24 hours, up 16% despite the rest of the market getting crushed. Decided to move on over to something that's better to chart on than CoinGecko, but this is BullX Neo, which by the way I have early access. You can only get through creators, always in my about section. But most airdrops are going to look like this. I mean, you have that initial airdrop that just doesn't really, like, it has like a who knows value of people that are trying to claim and dump, and then it has an initial dump. Unfortunately with this Magic Eden, pretty much once it got that initial dump, it's pretty much been bad news either for the tokenomics or for speculation around the tokenomics and the market as a whole. I actually really think Magic Eden's going to have a strong bounce here. Now, when the market recovers, if it recovers within the next few weeks, which we can talk about later in this video as far as macro goes. But obviously this video is focused on OpenSea, not on Magic Eden. I just wanted to give an example. So Magic Eden is currently at a $3.19 billion market cap with a price of $3.19. As far as how OpenSea can compare to this, we can speculate, and we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But all this originally came through their foundation site, which obviously OpenSea is hinting to. OpenSea also launched this early access that people are using to be able to check their ocean allocation. Basically, this is a teaser because it shows you all your volume, your total volume traded, your transaction count, your total spent, your total revenue. I honestly think that these are all the things that are going to factor into the airdrop. Right now, it's nothing more than speculation. So what I'm personally doing is maybe doing a couple things on OpenSea just to kind of get my volume active as of late, because that's what Magic Eden did. You could have done millions in volume a couple years ago, and it wouldn't have really mattered on the Magic Eden airdrop. They kind of rewarded more recent users. So I recommend if you do have things already on OpenSea to kind of start moving some stuff around. But it looks like if they're tracking this, and I mean, there's even talking about if OpenSea is at this percent of airdrop allocation. This is more so speculation around what could factor in, because there's more speculation than just your total volume in your trades, which Loopify posted about this. There is a link to check yours down below. It looks like this. I don't recommend it. I'm not going to personally do it because it asks for email, but I'm sure it's safe. I'm just not getting into that in this video. It's not that important to me. With that being said, one of the big speculations too is this Gemesis. I actually had a few of these during the last market, and I just sold them all for dirt. They're currently at 0.07, just flying off the shelves over the last few months. Basically, this was officially launched by OpenSea, so there's always been this speculation that they tie into the airdrop. I don't know. I mean, Part of me feels like, being they did drop it, they'll kind of throw out a small allocation towards these, like kind of like, you know, here you go for speculating. I'm just not sure how strong it's going to weigh, because I want to say that they were pretty strong on the fact that these would not have future utility. I don't even remember what they were originally for, to be honest with you. I did own a few. I sold them. Now they're at 0.07. They were at like 0.05 just a few days ago. And with the recent news of the foundation, they're up at 0.07. Just a few months ago, these are at double O's, 0042. So they went up exponentially in value due to the speculation. So I honestly think the best thing to do is, if you don't already have these, I'm not sure if I would speculate on them. It would really just be kind of doing minimal OpenSea volume in hopes for the token, which I really do think we will see. With a lot more US clarity, we've seen a lot more people dropping a token, like the Pudgy Penguins, dropping their token, being in Walmart, being a US based company in Miami, dropping a token, currently sitting at a $1.6 billion market cap, which again is on a pretty strong dip compared to the rest of the market. With that being said, I look forward to this token. I look forward to the rebound of some of these tokens we're looking at in this video. Currently, with Pudgy Penguins being only at 26 cents, Magic Eden being at $3, right now is a rough time in the market. You look at the Bitcoin ETFs, we just got terrible Fed news just yesterday. Stock market took a huge hit. We had over $500 million in outflows from the Bitcoin Ethereum ETFs. I was watching the morning show, which is a really good YouTube show this morning. And this is what they had to say about the macro conditions.
Bitcoin has been following equities more closely now than it has in the past. Looking at the S&P, the last government shutdown was 2018, 2019. If you're looking at this chart live here, we saw a market Pico bottom on December 24th.
Oh, yeah.
And what's today, Ray? What's today?
Today's December 20th.
So I think it's pretty clear we could see history repeat itself on the macro side, possibly having a downtrend until next week and then going up from there. We'll see. Nobody has them as a crystal ball. In the meantime, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I've been DCAing Pingu. I made a video on Unicorn Fart Dust yesterday. You should check that out. It's got crazy lore. It was at 225 or 230 million at a market cap at the time of making the video at 22 cents. It's currently at like 50% of that. And while you might be like, well, why are you even talking about this? Because it's obviously down since you made a video on it. If you actually watch the video, I said in the video that I see it dropping below 100 million, which it dropped below 100 million today. I said if it dropped below 100 million, then I would be a buyer. So I bought. I'm not saying this to encourage you to do anything. I'm just sharing my personal outlook on things. So I did finally get into UFD after watching it and wanting to FOMO so much. If you want to know more about that token, watch that video. Well, all that being said, shout out to everybody who made it to the end of this video, because you heard me say, despite the whole video being on UFD and the fact that I was not in it, but it was a very interesting lore and story, you heard me say that it could definitely drop below 100 mil. With that being said, shout out to everybody who made it to the end, which would be Whippin' Yams, Martin, G Money, Simone, Iram, Greg. This is my keyword that I leave at the end of every video: G Money and Tom. Shout out to you guys. That's awesome. So for that being said, and you know, it's obviously means a lot to me that you make it to the end of the videos. With all that being said, the keyword for this video is C.